Hi everyone, my name is Rose, also known as TA Summers. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a combination of 2 months worth of books that I purchased in the months of November and December for 2022. So I realized that I did not do a formal book haul for the month of November because I did a library haul which kind of chronicled a number of different books that I picked up from my library, but I actually did buy some books for the month of November and December. So without further ado, I'm going to go through both of these months, be very quick about them, and hopefully be a relatively short video in the scheme of things because I didn't really buy that much. I got two book of the month unboxes as well as individual physical purchases that I was able to make, including two highly anticipated and highly debated sequels that you will figure out once I get into it for this video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. So the first book that I want to feature is one that I picked up from Book of the Month in the month of November. And this is essentially a magical realism novel centered on two sisters who are missing their mother and have specific abilities to be able to locate her. Their mother disappeared 5 years ago, and they at first they don't know whether or not she wants to be found or anything like that. But one of the sisters has a unique ability to read memories and re-experience memories, and she can use her abilities to be able to read the memories of other people loosely. So essentially she wants to use her unique ability to be able to find their mother. So it's essentially these two sisters navigating these abilities in order to be able to find their mother. This is The Wilder Women by Ruth Emmy Lang, and I am very excited to be able to read this for myself as soon as I can possibly pick it up. For the month of December, I actually picked up 3 books from Book of the Month in terms of one main one as well as 2 add-ons. The first one that I want to feature is my main pick. This is Kiss Her Once for Me by Alison Cochran. And this is a holiday romance that I am very excited to be able to pick up. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and it seems to have been well received by the community at large. So I'm definitely picking this up at some point. It's actually one of the Goodreads Choice Award winners, and also one that won the Book of the Month, Book of the Year award, as well as one that I've read a little bit into, and I'm really excited to be able to get through. This is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin, and it has to do a lot with video games and things like that in terms of the references. So I'm really excited to be able to finish this and give you my thoughts about it. And as you can see, it has the Book of the Year designation from Book of the Month on my particular cover. So it's a nice little copy, and it's a little bit more distinct than just the standard Book of the Month printing, but I'm excited to be able to finish it and give you my thoughts about it. The very last book is one that is kind of a gothic type mystery suspense novel that I've wanted to get to in 2022, but unfortunately was not able to do it. This is Catherine Steadman's The Family Game. And as you can see, this is a really nice cover. I'm excited to be able to pick this up and give you my thoughts about it as soon as I possibly can. And that is all of the Book of the Month picks for both November and December. And I'm hoping to be able to take them off of my TBR and be able to read them and give you my thoughts about them as soon as possible. So the next 2 books in my respective book haul are ones that are highly anticipated sequels for their respective age groups, as well as both being in fantasy. You can tell that these are kind of hefty, like as I'm holding them in my hand. But the first one that I want to feature is actually YA, and it's a highly anticipated sequel to Legendborn. This is Bloodmark by Tracy Deonn, and I'm hoping to be able to get to this very soon. I have heard a lot of polarized opinions about the sequel to Legendborn. So essentially, there are people who love it to tears, and there are people who say, I have no idea where this series is going to go afterwards, and have hated it. But I am actually planning a book marathon to reread Legendborn, which was one of my favorite books that I read previously. I have not picked up the book in a lengthy amount of time, and I want to really have a fresh perspective on the book, because I believe I gave Legendborn 4.5 out of 5 stars, but I may revise my rating depending on what my thoughts about it are, and giving a full review of it. But I'm definitely planning on reading Legendborn again, and I'm definitely planning on reading Bloodmark right after it. So stay tuned for that. I am excited to be able to get to this, and we will see what happens. We will see what happens. This book that I want to feature is also one in a highly anticipated sequel to an adult fantasy, which I also have the first book for this respective series as well, and I'm planning a marathon reading of that as well. This is the sequel to The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. This is The World We Make by N.K. Jemisin. So we will see what happens, and I'm excited to get to it. You may have noticed that all of those were hardcover editions of books. The remaining ones are all mass market paperbacks, and there's not very many to get to. I picked these up on the spur of the moment. One of them was one that my sister actually gave me, and I'm excited to be able to get to. Three of them are Harlequin. One of them is a historical romance, and then one of them is a magical realism novel from an author that I have read before. So these three books are ones that are Harlequin published. Two of them are from the Desire line, and one of them is a Harlequin special edition. First one is A Valentine for Christmas by Reese Ryan, and I actually did get this as a galley, but I decided to pick up the physical copy. I'm going to get to this and to review this month as soon as I possibly can. It looks so cute. The cover looks so adorable. I'm definitely looking forward to reading this. Work-Love Balance by Nikki Knight, and I think this is a rivals to lovers romance. I'm excited. Look at how beautiful they're. Like, I have to give it to Harlequin. They're on their cover game for these respective titles, because this is just lovely. This is just absolutely lovely. Counterfeit Courtship by Cynthia Williams. And as you can see, this is the cover for the special edition of this, and I'm excited to be able to get to these. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to all of these this month. This month being January, but of 2023, but I'm hoping to be able to get to it as soon as I possibly can. This next book I have been waiting on for the longest time in terms of historical romance. And I've probably talked about this on social media, especially on my Twitter, in terms of seeing this cover, and I couldn't hit the pre-order button fast enough for this. But I was finally able to get a physical copy of this, and I am glad to have it in my hands. Finally, finally, finally. This is from Entangled Publishing. This is Lisa Rain's Never Cross a Highlander. And I'm really excited to be able to read this from the perspective of a Black Scottish Highlander, because to be honest with you, I have not read very many books that have tackled the subject before, and we'll see how it goes. I'm excited to be able to read it. I'm hoping that I can get to it this month, and if not this month, then definitely by next month I want to be able to pick this up and read it. But the cover is wonderful. It looks very intriguing, and even the synopsis is rather intriguing as well. This is considered historical romance. Very last book that I want to feature is one that is considered adult magical realism. This is an author that I have read before. This is Karen Hawkins' A Cup of Silver Linings, and this is the mass market paperback edition. And I'm hoping to be able to either get to it this month or next month accordingly to be able to read it. But I'm actually excited about it. I really love Karen Hawkins's writing. And just for reference, Karen Hawkins is the author of The Book Charmer, which I also have in my collection. I don't believe it's the mass market paperback edition that I own, but I think I have the standard trade. But I would like to actually be able to do a formal review of The Book Charmer, because I don't think I've reviewed it on my Goodreads. And so, like, if I'm going to pick this up, then I'm probably going to pick that up and do a formal review on it. So I will probably give you my thoughts on this book, as well as The Book Charmer on BookTube, as well as on my blog and on my Goodreads. So really excited to be able to get to that. So that is it for this particularly short video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be notified of when I post new videos to my channel. And thank you again. I hope you are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you next video.